The storybook season for Oregon State will continue.
It's been a dream season for the 2025 Oregon State Beavers on the diamond. A 48-15-1 record, a Corvallis Regional Champion, Corvallis Regional Super Champion, and now
Turley on a line to left into the corner and all the way toward the wall. Rose cuts it off. Arquette gets the windmill. Alisay's throw. Not in time.
they're right in the heart of the College Baseball World Series. And watching from the sidelines through this whole journey has been Oregon State Baseball Hall of Fame head coach Pat Casey. How have you been? How have the last couple of years been since you were inducted into, obviously, the College Baseball Hall of Fame?
It's been good, enjoying watching Oregon State play baseball, doing a little bit of work with the Milwaukee Brewers, and just really enjoying watching everybody on the staff here played at Oregon State, and the camaraderie we have, the culture we have, just seeing that stay in place is monumental.
Yeah, what's it been like watching this program since you obviously handed over the keys to Mitch and been watching this team kind of flourish, from an outside perspective?
Well, I really stayed away a lot, as much as I could to let him establish who he is and become the man he is as a coach. And it's easier now because he's been there, he's established. This is huge for him to get to the World Series. They got a great club, great talent. They've done a tremendous job in a tough and difficult environment with the league falling apart and all the things they've had to deal with. So proud of them, proud of the program, proud of the culture, proud of being part of Oregon State.
What sold you on Mitch when you first made that decision several years ago?
Well, it was pretty easy because he played for me, and we had some great people there working with me. And, they wanted to have someone young. They wanted to have someone that was, a Beaver, someone that they felt that was going to invest into the culture that we had and build on it and continue it. And that's obviously a great decision that was made by Oregon State.
How has he kept some of the ideas and the kind of traditions and values that you instilled in your time in Oregon State? And what have you seen him add to the ball club that has allowed the program to change into what it is today?
Well, their recruiting is, more national than ours ever was. They've got out and really got some great players. They got a great staff, and they do it right, man. They're in it for the kids. They're in it for the betterment of the whole program, and I think that's vital.
What does it mean to see the program get back to this spot here in Omaha?
Well, I think it's huge. I think that at Oregon State, our expectation is to play in the World Series every year. It's not about how many wins do you have or what league you're in or what you're doing. It's to play in Omaha. That's our MO. Now, when I first got there, people thought that was unrealistic, and I understand that. Things change, build stadium, it continues to get better. Mitch has now raised money for a tremendous hitting facility. We just add to that ballpark every year, and the fan base is amazing. It just keeps growing, and Beaver Nation's special. They travel. They're there in good times and bad times, and they're in a 60-game season. There's going to be some rough times. You just got to make sure that those are not when it matters most.
What do you think changed this year? Why was this Oregon State squad able to finally make the journey back to Omaha in your eyes?
Well, during rough patches, they stuck with it, and they're talented. Listen, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you're not going to take a donkey to the Kentucky Derby. We get that. There's plenty of talent. There's plenty of talent on other teams that didn't make it as well. So there's a separator there, and generally that comes from something other than just hitting home runs and striking people out and fielding ground balls. And so that's the secret to winning. The secret to winning is finding out how you do that and how you do it over and over and over.
Do you feel like this season can give Beaver fans some hope for the future?
I don't think Beaver fans ever lost hope. Now, they might have lost hope for a week or two into the fact that, hey, this is going to be a tough road to hoe. We're going to have to create a new league. We're going to have to do this or that. Looks like a lot of good things are happening there. But, from a baseball standpoint, I don't think that it mattered to us. Certainly would have loved to keep the pack together. That was a great league, good travel, good opponents. And you can see that. You got Arizona, UCLA, and Oregon State in the World Series. Oregon certainly had a great year. There could have been 4 teams here. So anyway, just excited for the Northwest, for the state of Oregon, and what it means to be here and be nationally recognized.